recording button. There we go. Don't accidentally look at the Enderman. Hi guys, this is Lavender Town's Ghost. Welcome back to ZooCubed. Last time we did work on our... Oh, hi there. The panda enclosures. We'll take a quick look at that. Look at our lovely panda enclosures. Ignore the netherrack. That's just what it's going to be replaced later on. It's netherrack now, so I know I need to go back and replace it. And plus, because netherrack is going to be fast to break and replace. But look, we have one lovely little panda enclosure and two lovely little panda enclosure. I still need to figure out what I'm going to do for the lighting. Right now I just have torches in there. I've been sleeping through the night, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue right now, but I am going to need to add like lichen or mushroom lights, something like that, just because obviously right now these are all just dark spaces that are going to spawn monsters, which we don't want. I do actually, before doing anything else, I do want to replace this front area with glass panes. Like right here we have, sorry, we have the glass wall where you can directly come up and, you know, touch the glass wall. But here, since it's, you know, there's going to be fence here, it's going to be off the path a little bit. Let me go do that now before I forget. But I think today we're going to take a little break from the panda enclosures, just because we've been doing those for last stream. And we're going to work on our large desert enclosure that's going to have the camels and donkeys in it. Because right now they're in a very small space. Let me see, I don't have my glass paints on me. I think I need to make more, don't I? I do. Okay, so how many glass panes do I need, roughly? And we're still using in-game music because I still can't get materia to answer my emails. So I'm not going to be using Undertale music for a while. Which sucks, because I really wanted to add Deltarune music to the list of music that I was playing. But until materia gets back to me, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 12 by 16 is 3 stacks. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, almost 3 stacks. Go this way. Yeah, I'm thinking I might end up using terracotta more than concrete, because concrete's very bright, and the terracotta colors will blend in, be a little more muted. Alright, I can pick them up. Alright, so we need almost 3 stacks. 1 stack. Oh, well. That's all we get. I'm gonna need... Or did we smelt more sand? Okay, I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure we smelted a lot more sand. Alright, I'm gonna see how much this will cover, and then we'll see exactly how many more I need. That bottom row last. I still need to find a connected textures resource pack because I think that's just going to look nicer. As yours, they could probably jump over that, but hopefully they behave. Then, do we want it connected all the way to the edge there? Yeah, because it still has to have like half of. Oh, that's good. Okay, so let's see how much this covers. This actually should get all the top row, then it's just going to be the bottom row we need. Ugh. Yeah, I really want to get the music thing sorted out. I really wish Materia would answer my email. I need to send them another email because they haven't responded. Because it's like the action you can take now for YouTube is like dispute their rejection, but then that can give you a copyright strike, and I'm like, I don't want to risk that. Oh, I miscalculated and made way too many. I'll be using them in the future, probably. How did I miscalculate this much? How did I miscalculate that badly? It was 3 times 12, wasn't it? Or 3 times 16. What? I put a 1 in front of it, I think. I must have done something, because I'm like, that's... Wait, what was it? It was 192. I did something weird. Alright, that's fine. We will use these later. I can already think of a couple places in the zoo where we'll probably end up using them. Whoop. Not right there. Nope, that's the wrong one. Alright, let's put these back. Do we have terracotta? Can I start working on that? Actually, you know what I should do really quick is just make a mini cactus farm. Because we're probably going to need a lot of green. This back in here. Put you all in there. I love this rent. Oh, ferns! I need to put some ferns in the panda enclosures. There you go, just give it a little bit more feeling. And you won't be able to see that back area stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, you're the scared one. Okay, can't go on Podzol. I'm sorry, I don't mean to scare you. Alright, that's good. Alright, now let's take a look at our terracotta real quick. I don't know if we have that much terracotta. Oh, vines. I keep thinking of things I need to do. Yeah, let me add some vines. Oh, you can't add them on slabs. Okay. Then I don't think we need them on the walls or anything like that. Actually, especially because we're going to be replacing the walls. There you go, a little bit over there. There we go. Put these back. Little polar bears. We could probably make an area to move them. Now, okay, let me take a look. Okay, so... Oh, we haven't made concrete. Oh, we can't see how concrete looks solid in here, but let's look at... Do I not... Huh? Can I not look at terracotta? Because I don't have it made? I've never picked up terracotta. Really? I've never picked up terracotta? Well, terracotta is hardened clay, right? Okay, but let me just do 1 coal's worth of hardened clay. Okay, there's my terracotta. Now, okay, now I can see how it looks. Oh, you don't get all of the results at once. I should probably make like a sample of 1 of every color of terracotta and 1 of every color of, brain is dying on me. Concrete? Hi. So that way I can use that as like a comparison to see what colors I want to use. I could just have that palette just laid out. Alright, I do want to make a very small cactus farm. So, let's see. I need hoppers. I don't have hoppers. Do I have... I have no chests. Alright, let's do... Actually, we want 3 chests. We need 1 for the hopper and 1 for the double chest. That's cactus. Alright, and then we'll just use water flow. Oh, I need sand. Let me sleep, actually. Alright. Let's see, space we're not using. I guess we could just do it right here. Oh, I need brain is dying on me. Fences. God, that's what I'm looking for. I need fences. I forget what the pattern you use for a cactus farm is. What is the pattern for a cactus farm? I know they're really tileable. What is the layout? Is it really just every other block? I thought there was like a slightly offset pattern that you did.
So I also want to correct myself. I made a mistake.
Oh. Alright, El Mango, that's loud. Yeah, it's just every other block. Alright. That's simple. Hey, buddy. Neither of those are colors I need. Alright, so... here. This. And then water in the corners, I think? Oh, well. Put the torch somewhere else. This. And then it should all push to the center. Okay, everything goes to the center. This needs to be a half slab, so that way I can put stuff on top of it. A half slab. One of these that I don't use anymore. chest goes there, there. And then we go from here. Right. Access the chest. And then all of these middle ones. Here. Oh, not that way. Right, I'm thinking of this right. And then cactus goes here, it grows and pops. Bouncing up on things. Yeah. Alright. That should be good, and now we go for our cactus. Alright, so that should work. Ow. Alright. Cactus farm should be good. Alright. Can you make green dye with blue and yellow? I never actually thought of that. Alright. There, that one is completely full. Oh, I need to get more water. Alright, so we have... Whoop! Nope. Nothing happened. Ignore that. Alright. Wow. Pop-ups. Alright. Put all this stuff back now. Terracotta's done. Okay, so we can make one of every terracotta. And then let me go ahead and just make concrete. Actually, I need the dyes for the concrete. Right, so if I go concrete. Yeah, you need the dyes when you make the concrete. Oh, and it makes 8 of every concrete, which is a little annoying, but you can't. Can you re-dye powdered concrete once you've made it? Let me see. Okay, so let me get... We have red dye over here. Let me just grab the red dye. Actually, you know what? Let's do some trading first. No, if you don't get to sleep, you trade with me first. Okay. We need 2 of you. Is concrete shaped or shapeless? That's bread. Okay, it's shapeless. And then, can I re-dye? Well, obviously you can't do a bread. Oh, can you not dye? Oh, it's the same thing. You have to do 8 at a time. So let's see. So how much terracotta do I need for... I mean, I have a lot of clay now. What is 8? How many different colors are there in Minecraft? Let me check my sheep farm. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different colors. And let's see, 16 times 8 is... I need 2 stacks of terracotta. Alright, so let's see here. So I already have 16. This is 1, 2, so I need both of those. Alright, so I'm gonna need another shulker box. Let's put you there. I need to go back to the end at some point. I'm gonna need to make a shulker farm at some point. Okay, I need you. I don't really need this one anymore, actually. I'll put this stuff in here. Leftover clay goes back in there. Dirt goes back in here. And I can take all these and put them back. What was I using the dark blue for? Magenta, dark blue, yellow, orange, red. Okay, so we can use that one now for all of our colors. You are the color box for now. I'm gonna need actually a lot more red because I'm gonna have to make colors with that. Alright, I think, do we still have some colors in... Yes, we still have some colors in here. Alright, so let's see. We have gray, 2 greens, 2 yellows. So I think open eye blossom is light gray. I know I have someone that can make light grays. Is it you? No, you make orange. Glows. Do I have something more? Is it oxide? Yes, okay, so that's our light gray. Pink and light blue. I know there's also something. You are light blue. Is cornflower just straight up blue? Okay, I'll do that for... You know it's gonna be easiest just to do this. And then where is my bone? Oh, well that makes 2. Alright, that makes it simple. Blue. I think I'm gonna probably need more blue for the cyan. But you're done. Pink. It's gonna be peonies, I'm pretty sure. Yep, and that makes 2. Let's see, we need yellow, obviously. Actually, we need extra for orange. Oh, I'm like, why is it giving me new recipes? That's because I haven't held these when I've had the harness unlocked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16. Okay, so I will fill all of these up. Well, actually, no, I don't need that. Lime. That is gonna be... Give me... Why do I have bones in there? Let's get a line. Oh. Actually, no, you're not done because I still need cyan. Now you're done. And you're done. Okay, we don't need red. We have orange. I put yellow in there twice for some reason. Okay, brown. Where is... Cocoa beans? I should have those growing. Black. Oh, I need white also. So I only need 15 of these total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Magenta and purple, I think, are the only 2 I'm missing. You be purple? Magenta, close enough, okay. And then purple is just going to be red and blue. Actually, I just need one of you. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then we already have red is 16. Okay, we have all of our colors we need. Which means go back in here. You can go back. You're still smelting all of those that I need. Alright, let me... I love how every stream I say, this is what we're going to do for the stream, and then I get distracted. Okay, he's not there. I want to figure out what if I should have another kind of farm going. Alright, so let's do all the gravels, or all the concretes. Okay, let me also just grab, like, 64 of each. Actually, I'm gonna need 2 stacks. Wait, I'm gonna do the math really quick. How many do I need? How much gravel do I need? There we go, okay. Alright. Okay, I didn't need to grab that much. I needed one, that's all I needed was 1 stack. Okay, so we can toss all of this back into here. And I will grab all of these. I was supposed to keep that red. Whoops, that's my bad. Let me grab another red dye. It's fine. Red dye is definitely not the thing we are worried about farming. Alright. And have the terracotta. Oh, I guess you know what? We should probably do an extra 8 terracotta because of plain terracotta. Actually, we can just do... Actually, wait, is there... 1 second. Where is... Yeah, because it is a different shade of terracotta. Interesting. Alright, well, we'll do... just 1 extra. Actually, there we go. May as well, because odds are we're gonna need it at some point. That is all of my clean terracotta. Alright, so let's actually, you know what, let's just wait for, oh, that's gonna be 40. That's gonna take a little bit. Hey, what am I doing? I can split it. Should be 3. There we go, okay. that should go a little bit faster. And in the meantime... Rather the terracotta in. Not gonna be enough room for everything, that's fine. I'll keep the rest of my inventory. Oh, there's more terracotta. Alright, so wait for that to finish. Where are we going to lay out all of this? We'll probably just do it... Oh, you know what? We can do it over there against the iron farm, just because it's already a giant wall. Let me sleep through the night. Oh, Daisy. There we go. Almost done. Okay, that should math. Oh, and what was I doing? My brain just totally stopped working. Alright, we're gonna wait for that, and then... Oh, you know what? While we wait for that, let's just take a quick look over at where we're gonna be working next. So I can get an idea of what I want for that area. We have a trunk loader back at home, so that stuff will all be loading. Or I'll still be cooking. So, this is where we're going to be working next. What YLO do I want it at? Do we want to keep it level, or do we want to have it like one lower? I don't feel like this hill can partially stay. We were gonna keep this because this was gonna be like a cave for that cat, whatever cat species that was, desert cat, something like that. But then like around here would be flat. Probably whatever Y level this ground is right here, I would keep most of it at. Like clear it back here, but keep part of that hill. Which was I looking? What am I gonna need to bring? Cactuses, probably. Yeah, so we'll keep this at Y65. And then we'll keep this hill here. Probably gonna replace all this here with sand. You know, we probably want there to be some dirt. Actually, probably should be mostly... Again, we've got to look up and see what what actual zoos have for their camels. Alright, the terracotta should be done smelting. Yeah. I thought it was raining for a second. Alright, where is my terracotta? Alright, that's all done. That doesn't go there. Alright, I did time it right. Or, not time it. I did get the right number of blocks in there. And I did have leftovers. That's what's expected. So, let's grab this. Why? Why do you keep escaping? Stop escaping. Do I need to make this bigger? Okay, no, that needs to be there. I love going back and being like, what was I doing here? Alright, this is a little too far away. Let's just do it over. Okay, I thought I just heard foxes for a second, and I was very confused. Where do I want to put this? Where can I put... Do not fight the bees. The issue is I have no room for everything. Everything is so compacted. You know, I'm gonna do it buried into the ground over here. I'm gonna do it right here, so I look at it every time. Okay, let me put you down here. I'm gonna also keep the concrete powder. Whoop. I'm gonna do run row with the concrete powder also. Just for texture reasons, just so I can see it. So let's see, we'll do concrete and concrete powder. Then terracotta. So let's get all of the powders. You are in my way, buddy. Okay, so let's do it kind of similar to how we have the other one set up. So it's red, orange, yellow, Actually, let's do it exactly how we have this one. For ease of convenience. So it's white, gray, black, brown, red, orange, yellow, pink, and then I can take a picture of it on my phone. There we go. Alright, so do the top row, then I'll place water on it, and then do the bottom row. Let's see, we want white, light gray, gray, black, then we want red, orange, sorry, then we want brown, red, orange, yellow, then pink, magenta, then purple, blue, light blue, cyan, light green, dark green. Now I'm just double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Okay, I just put a little of this out there. Okay, so actually I need one more row down here. Alright, so now we need, whoop, nope, not you. Water. Okay, so these are our bright concrete colors. So now we go white. It's mostly just texture differences. They still have more or less the same color. Alright, so now we switch. White, light gray, gray, black, brown. Pull these up. I forgot that they have very different color palette. Red, orange, yellow, pink, magenta, purple, blue, light blue, cyan, lime green. want regular terracotta at the end. Jeez, okay. I don't know where to put all my extra stuff now. I just need to make a double chest, I guess, for random colors. Whoop. Alright, right. There we go. Alright, so let's sleep and hope the rain goes away and see how that looks in the daylight. Alright, here we go. So this is a good, I think, color palette chooser for us. So I don't... Wow, green is very similar. I think I'd be using terracotta, not clay, which makes things a little bit easier. Because these are so bright, they wouldn't really work for... Like, unless we want intentional designs, like intentional bright, catchy designs, I feel like we're mostly going to be using the terracotta for the night houses. That dark green terracotta, I feel like, is going to be getting a lot of use. And maybe a little bit of the lime, but mostly dark green. Speaking of, has our cactus farm done anything yet? Oh, give me my bread back. Cactus farm works, yay. Alright, so we'll worry about that later, but now at least we can see, you know, our color choices. In the meantime, let's grab what we need for... Whoop, that was my chair making a funny noise. Alright, what do we need for the camel enclosure? What do zoos do for their camel enclosures? Let's go to Google for a second. San Diego Zoo. Sand and scrub grass looks like mostly what they have. Yeah, mostly sand. Ooh, red sand. If I could hit a mesa and get red sand, that'll be good. Yeah. Alright, let's work on leveling everything first. I'm gonna need you probably. I need to fix my shovel soon. Let's sculpt everything first, and then we'll worry about the ground. Because we also have the donkeys. What animal are the donkeys? Where is ZooCubed? Oh, no, that's the wrong list. Wild donkey. Also, okay, same habitat. well, that should be simple. Oh. Alright, so we said 65. I should have grabbed dirt. Well, that's fine. I think I'm gonna get enough stuff here, and then we'll let it curve around back here. But this all needs to be 65. My poor shovel. I thought that was a block just floating over there. Plenty of sand. I don't think I have to worry about ever running out of sand for anything. Just because I can just hit up another desert and decimate it if I need to. Give me the blocks. Give me the blocks. Give me the blocks. Alright, so... Oh, I didn't grab the fences that I probably should have grabbed. That's fine. So, let's see. If we're going to be looking at it from here... I feel like we can keep this. Let's get rid of this, though. Or like, if we are going to have it here, have it go a bit more gradually. Why? Just... Why? Why must they bother me? Okay, so your little hill is going to be totally separate from this. So maybe not up this high. Maybe not 5 blocks up. Alright, we definitely don't need this. This top layer can come down. I'm thinking I'll have this area be mostly grass. And then the, like this, you know, quote-unquote little hill. Then the flat area down there can be a combination of, like, sand. And, like, dirt and some grass. Definitely do some paved pathway there also. I think will look good. So the things are also... Oh, I just tried to... Creative jump. You're also able to see it from, like, here. This will be like a little overlook. I think bring it down by one more. At least have this be a very small section up here. Yeah, have like a little smaller one up here. Alright, and back this a little bit. That's a little bit better, and I forgot the bed. Alright, this back area is okay. Because you're not really going to be seeing it that much. Have to run back and go grab a bed. I can grab the bars also. I know, Kitty, your stuff will be done at some point. Alright, let me put my stuff back. Okay, no one escaped. Alright, seeds. Go in that bundle. And flags. Why two separately registered ominous banners? Alright, and we're going to grab... I guess this just because it has all of our iron bars in it. Alright, back out. Nope, hi Enderman. Bye Enderman. What was I using that blue wool for? Why did I have it out? I do not remember. just realized my face cam is squished. There we go. Alright, be back. Let me get any of the stuff out behind. My blocks, my precious blocks. So, we want a mixture of dirt and sand. I feel like this is already kind of mixed up over here. Alright, this back area is going to be all sand, though. That I can tell. And then I can go back and add dirt if I want to. Alright, so you know what? Let's go ahead and... So this level is all going to need to be solid, so let's go ahead and put dirt here. Actually, let's get the outline. I need to go back and grab more dirt. Okay, so this, so 64 needs to be solid. Oh, what are we going to do with this? I feel like, so we're going to take all of this down to 64 also, I'm assuming. That would make the most sense. Yeah, and it would just kind of wrap around behind there. That can be dirt, though. That shouldn't be sand. So like this back from like here. Like this can be, well, I guess grass doesn't matter. I'm trying to think, like, so this is just gonna be, this should probably be a wall in the back? It's just on water? I didn't think about that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this back part. I didn't take the bed with me. Well, it's not nighttime yet. I forgot to grab the bed. I like over the back area, I'm just like, yeah, it goes into the ocean at some point. Alright, I do need to go grab the bed. Things do not spawn. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the back wall. Maybe it should be a wall? Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it a wall, not a fence. Do I have... Let's see, I'm gonna need more netherrack. Because yeah, if it's facing the ocean, I think I'd want that to be... Well, actually, no, I could have it be a fence, and then there'd be a bit more of a walkway back there, like ground, more dirt back there, and then it'll be a wall. Oh, there's a bed in here, isn't there? I'm an idiot. There's a bed right there. What am I doing? Ah. Well, actually, I do need to grab more netherrack. Oh, I'm running low on netherrack. That's something I thought I'd never say. I feel like we're gonna have trees and stuff on that. Oh, you know what? I need to put trees in the panda enclosure still. Actually, no, because they can climb, so you would need to... I would need to have them, like, specially designed. Of course, now it's getting nighttime as I'm running back here. Alright. Bed. Alright, let's finish this. I love forcing myself to double layer everything because I'm like, I want sand. I think sand will look cool here. no, am I running out of dirt? I might have to go grab more dirt. No, okay. I am slightly running out of dirt, though. I will probably have to go grab more dirt. Actually, I still have to tear down that. There might be some dirt in there. Squid, get out of the way. Okay, now everything else is dirt. I'm kind of fine with the distribution of sand and dirt right now, like, you know, grass up front, big sand in the back. I think that will look okay. This is probably going to get replaced with more dirt, though. Yeah, up here it's probably going to be all dirt. I'm going to need more dirt. Actually, this is all going to come down. Okay, now we're getting into the stone. I can't use you. You're not important. Actually, no, I can use dirt. What am I talking about? Of course I can use cobblestone. I have infinite cobblestone. Wish you could dye stone. That would be cool. Alright, this should be enough dirt. Yeah, this should be plenty. I want to save regular dirt. Alright, and now it's time for the sandening. That may go back and become part dirtening. this should probably be dirt and not grass. I'll place that with dirt later, once all this dirt has died, or once all this grass has died. Oh, but there has to be an easier way to do this. I can't even crouch or go slow because I have a swift sneak. Oh god, no. I'm making so many holes. Ugh. Alright, that's an okay rhythm I kind of had going there. Yeah, that's good. I lose it. I'm hoping this isn't giving anybody motion sickness. Just me moving my head back and forth so much. I like how I accidentally made this all, like, in groups of 2. Oh no, I'm out of sand. Alright, well all this is getting down to this Y level probably. Oh, it's nighttime. I need the bed. Nope. Bed, not bread. Oh wow, I really need to take this shovel to the end soon. Okay, so from here over. This is probably enough sand. sand go in hole. What? Why? Almost done with the sand. So close. There, okay. Oh my god, really? I still don't have enough sand. Okay, now I've got that on bread. I need rid of all that grass. Alright. This area's done. Get rid of all this grass. Alright, let's get the iron bars set up. No grass here. No grass allowed. I am gonna need to get the dead grass. I think we're gonna need more sand up here. More sand and less dirt. I think I'll be fine with small pockets of grass, but I think most of it needs to be dirt and sand. Let's get the fences, though. And that is just gonna live there forever. to be. Yeah, we'll add like a dirt path behind here for like an employee walkway. Oop, nope, not that way. Nope, not like that. Alright, I'm gonna leave this open because this is gonna connect somewhere to the pin over there. Don't know how exactly yet. Alright, over here. Yeah, this has to go up at some point. Don't know if I like how rigid this is, though. Make it a bit more gradual. Hi, kitty cat. I feel like this is going to end up being a concrete wall here. Like, this whole back corner still needs a lot to figure out, so more with that later. For now, we're going to worry about this. That's right, I want to save that. And that's fine, because this is going to obviously be, you know, multi-leveled. Sleep. You mean it's not nighttime? The sun is setting. It is getting dark. Why can I? There we go, gosh. thought there being like a small amount of shrubs and stuff up here, but just like a very small amount. Alright, so how do I want to do the dirt? Alright, you know what, let's go the reverse path. I want more grass up here. So let me get rid of the sand in here. Place more grass back in there. I'm gonna have to go back and get my giant chest full of dirt. Actually, wait, do I have dirt in here? No, alright, I'm gonna have to go back and get the chest full of dirt. Just grab a bunch of dirt and sand. Because, yeah, there's going to be a lot of remodeling done here. Even if it is the same amount that's getting swapped, it's just going to be easier. I can just pull a bunch of it out at once. Replace it. Should I put string on top of the bamboo for the panda enclosures? Because it's going to get really tall otherwise. Might have to go in there and do something like that later on. Excuse me. There we go, okay. And I don't think I'm gonna need specifically grass, but I'll leave some in there just in case. I don't need this orange wool at all, actually, so let me just go dump it back really quick. I'll grab some more wheat also. Actually, let me grab those Seeds I don't need. You are taking up space. You don't belong in there. You belong in there. Still trying to think of what I want to do for the back area, night house section. I want that for. Alright, let me mix some more bread. There we go. Alright. Head back. All of our friendly gas just hover ballooning. Nowhere to go. Ooh, that's so squishy. I love the random grass blocks that are very clearly Enderman placed. Alright. Alright, so what down here do we want to be sand? Alright, I feel like I want this entire bottom level to be virtually all sand. Let's do that first. Actually, I don't need to right now. The outer rim over here can still be dirt. Nighttime. Why nighttime? Oh, sorry, cow. You're stuck here forever now. okay, apparently the cow got out. Cow is not stuck here forever. I can do like take stuff over here. I know I really still need to figure out the carousel. I had an idea, but it turns out you can't do it without commands. What I was gonna do was have something inside a minecart with a lead on it, but you can't lead something inside a minecart, and you can't put a lead on a minecart. Maybe boats? That's the only thing I could think of. Like boats in a water stream? Alright, so let's see here. How does it look if we... Oh, I can't because these are blocking it. Ugh. Oh, well. Alright, well, I consider that plan. Dang, I should have had this, like, split up here. I'm sorry, shovel. Or get rid of all your hard work again. I feel like a lot of this is going to be placing stuff, breaking it, placing different stuff, undoing, redoing what I just did. This I can pave. So let's see, how does... Okay, if it's... Do I like how that looks? You know what I could use? Rooted dirt. I don't know if I like how path blocks look. No, I don't like half blocks. Coarse dirt, I think, is what I'm gonna need. What do I need for coarse dirt? Because I want it to be dirt, not grass. We have little spots of grass. I wish you could place the biome-specific gradients. Because, like, if I could, you know, grab the color grass that grows in a savanna, that would be perfect. Or a desert. Or badlands. Because the green grass doesn't really fit. I have rooted dirt. I can make some coarse dirt, can't I? Can you not make coarse dirt anymore? C-O-A. Helps if I spell coarse right. Okay, and I can actually build that. As I go. Should maybe grab some more. I don't know, one stack of grass should be fine. Or grass gravel should be okay. A bird pit. Maybe we'll do the aviary next stream just so we can move all those birds. Excuse me, I don't know if we're gonna do the top of the aviary. Alright, let's take a look at this coarse dirt. Okay, so it is barely noticeable, which is good. That's what I want. Am I gonna have the border just be all coarse dirt? I think so, because I don't want grass inside except for that upper part. So I think I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 2, 3, 4, 35. And then like around there is when it can actually be regular dirt. Can I do it with grass? God dang it, I can't. Alright, so let's make some coarse dirt. No, coarse dirt, that's what I want. Okay. Can't remember grass can spread over diagonals. You know what, I should go ahead and get rid of all of the grass now so it doesn't spread. Oh god, nope, I ruined that. I will need some more, but I need to sleep first. It's going to be weird if absolutely no grass can grow on the bottom section. So we'll have it like kind of weird curve around there. There you go, so it's like a little bit of grass can go up there, and we can have like a tiny little pockets in here. Those are tiny little pockets that are going to have to be contained by coarse dirt. So yeah, we can have like can grass spread sideways? That's something I actually really need to know. Nope, I need grass block, not regular grass. Oh wait, it can spread way farther. Grass will spread to nearby dirt blocks, but not coarse dirt root dirt. Grass spreading without prayer intervention of time. The dirt block must be within a 3 by 5 by 3 of the source grass block, where the source block is in the center of the topmost layer of that range. Source block must have a light level. So wait, it's not just a barrier thing? So wait, if it's right here. I need to test this. I need more regular dirt. Okay, are you going to be able to spread to any of those? That is the question. We will return to you later and see what the results are. You should probably be coarse dirt. Alright, we'll get back to that. So let's see here. We should probably have like... This will all be sand. You can be dirt. Alright, tie that in a little bit. And then, let's see, we can have sand go right here. No, it does spread. Okay, so it can spread around corners. Or can it jump? That is the question. Alright, this can probably solve. Alright. Nope, go away, spammers. I do not want your shitty loans. Alright, so this all needs to be dirt or grass. Oh, wait, I don't need grass in my offhand anymore. How much do I care about this backside? So there's still going to be a lot of patches of coarse dirt up here. You know, we'll have this come down around here. Up. There we go. The phone was ringing and it was saying someone's actual name. So I'm like, maybe I should not let that just play. There we go. Alright, so this... Oh, yeah, we wanted that up there. Whoopsies. Alright, fill it in. It's getting dark again. Betty bye. Do you mean? There we go. A little bit of sand up here. Again, this is probably going to go back and be like coarse dirt or something. Actually, no, I think I like this being dirt better. That's fine. Alright. Feel a bit better about this. So now... Alright, so if we have grass, it needs to be completely barricaded in by coarse dirt. I'm gonna make a bunch of coarse dirt, because I'll probably need it. So this is where the grass is gonna go. Coarse dirt. little bit there. And then like little there's a little more over here. Actually, you know what? Let's have this entire thing be and have it come just out a little more over here and like around to here maybe. Need more gross dirt. Okay, so here can be regular dirt. Oh, that's dark. I keep thinking it's raining and it's not. And then we can have in here more pockets, like the reverse what we have over here, where we have pockets of grass over here. We can have pockets of dirt over here. And we should actually just have pockets of regular sand over here also. Oh, that's not, what am I doing? we get further back, they get less and less. Oh, wrong one. Actually, all of this should be dirt also. There should be no grass here. Where's my bed? There we go. Still don't know what we're doing for the connection area over here, but I do know that this should be dirt and not grass. Alright, and then we figure something else out over here. There we go. Okay, bring a little more randomness over here. Like go. Okay, I like that. It could probably be a bit more gradual. But it's not super bad. Nope. Alright, and then in here I need... So you can have some sand, like... No, I don't want sand inside here. You can definitely have some, like, coarse dirt patches, though. I need way more coarse dirt, though. I think this is good for now. Oh, I don't have you. I may as well pick you with the other. Alright, so as far as the ground goes, I think that's okay for now. Let me go ahead and get a look at this from... Yeah, I mean, I would like another coarse dirt patch up there, but I can go back and do that later. What I would really like to do is make some, like... I need the desert grass. How much of that did I grab? I know I grabbed some of that from the desert. Let's see how much of that I have. And then what do I want to do for cactus? Because I don't want them to run into it and hurt themselves. If I put it up a block, will they try to climb up the block to get to it? Every time I think it's raining, it's just windy. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I don't need this much sand anymore. Even this much grass. What was I getting? Right. Did I not get any... I could have sworn that I picked up the dried bushes. Did I not get any of the dried bushes? I must not have. Huh, well I definitely want some of those, and none of them are in here, right? No, no dry bushes. No dry bushes, no dry bushes. Alright, well, let's strap on our elytra and we'll go through the end. And I believe it's yellow. We'll actually make a detour on the way back to the end portal. Okay, yes, I believe it's this way. That's right, it's following our end portal 1. Nope, it's following this one. Yep, there it is. Oh, I didn't bring the shears, did I? I can find some iron. How did I forget to bring shears? Okay. Oh, no, I need shears. So, will Silk Touch work on you? Nope, okay. Well, let me go back and grab my shears. Those also need to be repaired. Why? Oh no, the bees are coming through the portal. I didn't even think about that. Yes, because they're wandering there and they get into the portal. Okay. Shears. Okay, let's go back again. Poor bees. Alright. Take two. Alright, now shear everything. Alright, I want a stack of each of these. These come in different heights, don't they? Yeah, there's tall grass and short grass. This is a really pretty song. What is this? Fireflies. Yep, Fireflies is a really good one. I forgot to garage these before. Of the acacia tree just standing in there. I think a stack of each of these should be enough. I'm gonna need them for the cheetah enclosure also. The others are more like savanna, not necessarily straight desert. Okay, almost there on dead bushes and tall grass. And I want any of those flowers. Okay, we're done with bushes. We just need grass. There's grasses. These just bushes now. I don't want the bushes. Where'd all the bushes go? Oh, did I must have skirted this area before they generated? I see no bushes. I guess it's still the bushes I'm getting for now. Can you bone meal them? Oh, hi Bun Bun, why would you do that to yourself? See if there's any up here. Nope. No, I don't need anything from Savannah. Oh, alright, I must have got all the bushes. Oh, no, there's some. There's some bushes. I need more short ones. There's not that many short ones. Okay, good with tall ones and just need short ones. Where are the short ones? Oh. Oh no, I have an extra. I have one extra. Alright. Got 64 of each of them. We head back now. And we will stop by the end portal. And heal these. Our trouble is very close to breaking. Oh, hostile mobs is already at 1%. I could probably turn that back up. Love the end music. I love how we have the falling leaf effects here. A lot of extra experience, Jesus. Okay, and then I got the one out there. Go there, and go off. Let's go back up to 60. And hostile mobs can go back up to 100. Alright, now I get to reorganize my inventory every time I do this. Alright, we can head back now. Yeah, our shovel was getting a little iffy there. I want to see if I can bone meal these dried grasses. I don't think you can, but I want to check. Do not jump off the edge. Luckily, I finally made a thing here. Okay, you are way off. I'm so glad I finally made that return portal. Alright. Go back in there. You can go in there. Alright. Let me quickly see. Can the dry grasses be bone mealed? Yep, okay, I can regenerate both of those, so that's good. Can you regenerate dead bushes? Okay, so dead bushes are not renewable. But they're common enough that it's not that much of an issue. Alright, it's nighttime, let's sleep. Bushes placed. Actually, you know what? Let me grab leads because I think I'm gonna want to move once I get everything. Where are my leads? Are they in here? Yes, okay. Once I get the fences or the iron bars all placed, then I'm going to move the camels and donkeys and work on the back area. Alright, so let's see here. I don't need too much of this, just enough for it to be like, there's some shrubs, there's some stuff. See back there anymore. There we go. A little bit more life to it. So, now the big thing is I'm going to need more iron bars. I need way more iron bars. Unless, do I want to use fences instead of iron bars? Oh, something just occurred to me. If I'm using iron bars, I should probably have, like... Actually, no, it can be a chain link fence. And you don't really need to have the chain link fence tethered to something. For the pandas, maybe. For the carnivores. But for the herbivores, I don't think that's that big. Well, pandas aren't carnivores, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's work on this back area. So how do we want this? How do I want this to work? I think, let me go into here. Dig out, actually, okay, wait, what Y level are you going to be? You're going to be 64. We'd like to keep kind of this little barrier here. Okay, let me just see. Yeah, as long as I don't go past here, I can go all the way down here. Should we keep this little mountain here and just have it connect back here? Oh, I need... Where are my shears? Alright. So at the very least, let's get this taken care of. God, they're so loud. Let's see, so we'll come back here. What are you? You were the slime, right? Yeah, you're the slime. Do we need individual stalls for them all? Hey Google, is there a quick reference for a night house for a zoo? Bed. They should probably each have their own stall. So how many do we want? So this is going to have to be big. I think let's not bother with this natural hill. You know what? Let's take this down completely. We'll rebuild it to look like a hill, but there'll be a big inside area. So we will completely tear this down. I think we're going to start going down here. Actually, no, what am I doing? This is going to be a wall. Alright, let me just start from the top. I'm trying to figure out how the hell to do this. Alright. So, like, right here. Okay, so up from here. Alright, so you're gonna go. Yeah, again, this is gonna have to be walls that are manufactured to look like. Actually, yours is gonna be down there, so we don't matter what happens over here, do we? Maybe let's do it to. Yeah, because these are going to be large walls for this enclosure. Whatever, I forget what animal's going in there. We're going to build up the walls, though. Let me sleep! Okay, you know what? Let me get my netherrack out so I can start labeling this. Labeling? Whatever. This is gonna be the wall. Actually, wait, no, that's wrong because it's gonna be Y, lower Y level. We're doing Y25, right? Or I-25. Here, so this is the correct Y level. Do not need sword right now. I still need to fix the ground in the other night house. Alright, and then see, this is where it's going to be kind of zigzagged. I mean, unless I just go straight back here. Oh, it's going to be too narrow, I think. I think I'm going to have to change how this is laid out. This is the wall here. because that's not gonna change. I would get like 3 more spaces. This is gonna have to go out into the water a fair bit, I think. Okay, my inventory's full of garbage. A little more enclosure space unintentionally. Sandstone for something. When I build the little gift shop area in the center here, gift shop cafe area, that'll be sandstone. Alright, so now that's a good area over here. This all needs to be replaced with dirt, though. Not all of it, but most of it needs to get replaced with dirt. Dirt and or sand. Oh, and my inventory's full again. Ah. Let me get the dirt. Okay, let's fill all this in. Alright, it's a little wonky, but that's fine. Again, this is an area guests really aren't going to see much of, so it's not that important. here. Then this will lead right into the back area here. Oh, no. Another rack. Okay, we can have... You can enter in here. And this will be... Now, can camels fit through a 2-block wide door? That is an important question. Also, are camels 3 blocks tall? Okay, let's... One thing at a time. Oh, I can't put them in here yet because I don't have all the iron. Alright, let's quickly... Do I have enough for this? Oh, that's the wrong fucker. More stacks? I might. Let's just quickly do... I say quickly, like this isn't going to take forever. God, I wish it was fast. This was faster. I'm going to have to add another row on top of this. I want to get this done so that way I can have all the mobs inside here. So I can work on the back area. Oh, sleep. Okay, nothing's about good. I think... Oh, I don't know. I don't know how close we're gonna be. But yes, you see now where we have our ridiculously overpowered iron farm. It's not even that overpowered, it's just been going for hours. Stop. See, the thing is, I want more camels to be like a full herd, but then I need back areas for all of them. Because I need a pen for each camel. And donkeys. Can't forget the donkeys. God dang it. Excuse me. Yeah, we should have enough. I don't know if I'm probably gonna go back and add another layer over the top of this. Because the pandas is 4 tall. Probably doesn't need to be as tall for these guys, because they're not, you know, dangerous. But if the camels' heads will naturally stick out over top of it, then for in-universe safety reasons. This actually might work easier. Never mind. I'm sorry, kitty cat. I know. You wanna not be trapped in there. Eventually you will be free. Alright. So, this is good enough to where no one will escape. I'm just gonna double check all of these. Just to make sure. That's good. Alright, this is safe for donkeys and camels. Alright, let's bring them in. Alright. We'll do a camel first. Hi, buddy. Alright, this way. Can you get through this? No, you can't. Okay. So, if I do this, okay, you can get through here. That's gonna need to be taller also. I'm gonna need trap doors, I think. Let me go get some acacia trap doors. Because that's not very secure. Nope, I don't have a way out of here. How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna do this? I can do the extra layer on the top. That won't be an issue with trapdoors. But how am I gonna do... Maybe I'll just have to give the impression that there's like a sliding gate or something. Create a whole bunch of these because I'm gonna need more at some point. Alright, let's head back. That one camel's gonna be my test dummy. Why? Why are they like this? God, I hate them. Oh, that's right, you're the extra one. Where'd you come from? Where should you be? Alright, let's see how... Ow. We get this to work with trapdoors. I can't even get through that. That won't work. How am I gonna do this? Oh, gates. Yeah, duh, gates. That's way simpler. Use trapdoors for the top part, but yeah, gates. Alright, make some acacia gates. Nine, I think, is the maximum I'll need. You probably won't even need all of those. Oh, hey, why here? Oh, Matt, you stay with me. You are garbage. I'll see what looks better. Gates all the way, or doors and gates. Because I like how doors look there. try this. It doesn't look super pretty, but I mean, it'll work. Now, does it look better if I do this? I think it's gonna look the same either way. I think because we're doing gates, I'll do it like this. I'll do it all across. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get this area blocked off. Temporarily, actually. Everybody's coming through now. Oh, that's the wrong button. Come on, everyone. Next round. Oh. That's a close one. Alright, come on, everyone. Oh, there's too many of them. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. Nope, Stop. Stop, I hooked them together by accident. Nope. Alright, I need you lazy bums. Come on. Stop trying to go back that way. There's nothing for you there. Alright. Got all of our leads back. This back. Alright. They will eventually disperse and enjoy the habitat. Yeah, see, they're already starting to wander off. They won't stay in herds like they would in the wild, but oh well. So I can get rid of this now. Alright. Put these back for now. Alright, so let's see if this is gonna get filled in. Alright. let's get the corners done. I'll get the outline for this finished. This back part will definitely be like, you know, the inside area. I think I went the wrong way. No, I didn't. I just haven't reached that other side yet. Oh boy. Yep, there it is. Alright, well, let's go all the way through, then we'll get the ceiling done. Oh boy, there's a lot of this that's gotta get cleared out. Alright, I want to at least get this cleared out and they'll probably end the episode there. We'll have to figure out planning wise what I am doing from there. Alright, let's just start with all the sand. That's gonna be the most annoying thing. I think I'll get rid of all the sand and then I'll go from the bottom up. Alright, now we go from the bottom. Oop, missed some sand. replace this with something else eventually, but... That's like the panda enclosure is probably going to get replaced with, like, concrete floors. Because right now it's grass, which isn't super realistic. At least not for an indoor area. We'll be able to clean that. Oh boy, cold. I wish I could find some sort of like virtual tour of a zoo that has like includes their night houses, because I've seen some night houses, but not the carnivore ones are the ones that are going to be difficult, because I might have to sacrifice realism for practicality. Like, technically that includes the... Well, actually, does that... I don't think that doesn't include the pandas, because you can free contact with pandas. Like, the keepers can, obviously, not people. Not guests, but keepers can free contact with pandas. But, like... cats and stuff that we're gonna have are definitely not gonna be free contact. Yeah. Alright, let me get on the stone. Why are you here? I don't want you here. You are in my way so much. Move. You don't even have anything I want. Oh boy. See, the tropical fish is the only thing I might want, but I think you can only offer the same tropical fish, and I'm nowhere near that. Near where I'm gonna need to worry about that yet. Alright, I think it makes sense to switch to shovel now. And we'll go back. A little bit of stone in there I got to get rid of. Dude, move. I'm gonna punch you, your llamas are gonna get pissed, and then you're all gonna have to die. Inventory is full, of course it is. Garbage. wow, okay, my inventory is incredibly full. Oh. Alright, I have no room for anything. That's not good. This is more than a stack of stuff. Yep. Quick, is there something I can... Oh, duh. Place on the shulker boxes for now. Alright, okay, I need to go drop off a bunch of this stuff. Alright, I'm going to grab this, dump all of this stuff back, because I do not need any of it on me right now. Finish cleaning out that area, and then we will end the stream. Alright, gotta pick up the bed too. The bed's still down there. Oh, my chests are gonna be so full. Alright, so cobblestone has its own.
Milky underscore VT underscore underscore. Hey, how's you?
Good! I'm unfortunately about to end stream, but it's been pretty good so far. Get all of this out. I've been working on zoo enclosures, which has been fun. Okay,
Milky underscore VT underscore underscore. Cool 3.
Okay, I have room here, thank God. Get all of you, all of you, all of you. We'll leave the netherrack because I will need that.
Milky underscore VT underscore underscore. So I have a question, can I ask?
Sure, go ahead. Put back all of the cobblestone here for now.
Milky underscore VT underscore underscore. Is this a full body model?
Yep, it's made with VODs Studio, which is full body 3D models. It's very nice. It's very... I'm probably not going to use it for any, like, full body stuff. If I ever get, like... Well, why do cats keep spawning everywhere in my house? If I ever get, like, a full body tracker, it'll work with that. But yeah, right now it's just the upper torso. Alright, let's finish mining this one area, and then we will end stream.
Milky underscore VT underscore underscore. So have you thought about emotes?
I'm not an affiliate, so I don't have emotes. And I actually already have designs done for emotes once I hit affiliate. Alright, finish this. do not want you, wandering villager, wandering trader, whatever your name is. All right. So that's done. Now I need to figure out how I'm gonna fit the stalls in here. So let's see, how many camels and how many donkeys do I have right now? We have camel escapees! Oh no. How are they escaping? Oh dear. How did you get out? Jeez, how so many of them? How the heck did they get out? Okay, well let's get them all back in first. Oh god, I don't even have a 3-block wide area to get them back in. Okay, okay, how far did they get? Is that it? It's just the 4? 5? Okay, it's just the 5 of them. How the heck did they do that? Get up, come on. Come back. Come on. How did they get out? They had to be around here. Okay, you know what? Let me grab a cactus and see where they're coming from. What the heck? How? What in the world? They can get over that gap? So they can get over a 2-block gap? Can they get over this? Okay, I think that fixed it. Okay. Anyway, how many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 9 camels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 camels and 1, 2, 3, 4. Could have sworn I had 5 donkeys. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have sworn I had 5 donkeys. Alright, I do just have 4 then. Alright, so I have 4 donkeys and 9 camels that I need to make pens for. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, so that's 25 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 at the bare minimum. So let's see what I can do with that. I will go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you for stopping by, everyone who stopped by. Next stream we will work on finishing this and then either start the Kowalski's horse and Ravager enclosure or go back and actually finish the panda enclosure. Either way, I will see you guys. Actually, wait, is next week the week that I'm not going to be able to stream? Is it the week after that? Next week should be good. Okay, the week after that, 31st, I won't be able to stream. But next week I should be able to stream. So I will see you guys then. Bye!